welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I thought I'd film quite a different video. So yeah, this video is actually a collab with Safi Chantel, and her videos are literally so well edited, and she's such an amazing YouTuber, and she is very almost at 1,000 subscribers, so please help her get there because it would mean a lot to her. Safi posts really brilliant content, and I think she's doing highs at the moment in Scotland. So yeah, so go and check out her channel, and I will link it in the description below. So I thought I'd just have a little sit down with you guys. I wanted it to be more natural, and obviously with natural lighting, and just sitting down here, and I did have a cup of tea that I was going to have while speaking to you guys in this video, but my tea went cold, so that idea went down the pan. So it doesn't mean that this video can't still be a cozy little chatty style type video, because that's really just what I wanted it to be. On the note of like a calm and relaxed video, I haven't done too much with my makeup, just a natural look, because this is a revision video, it's not a beauty style video. I am absolutely shattered. This is a revision video that I'm recording. I just want to let you guys know if I say things wrong, if I slip up, if I don't know, if this video seems a bit disjointed. I'm just so like, this Easter has literally consisted of work, Netflix, food, getting unhealthy, occasional bike ride. The balance is not there regarding the exercise, so that needs to be worked on, but for now it's just get my head down. So yeah, I thought I'd update you guys on that sort of part of my life, since I do post lifestyle things and this video is a revision style video. Okay, and also on the note of my Teen Star competition, voting lines are open for the UK only until Wednesday the 19th of April, so basically next Wednesday, because this video is going up beforehand, and I would appreciate it so much if any of you guys from the UK, whether you know me watching this or you don't know me but you'd like to vote, all you have to do is text wildcard 563 to the number 84222, and honestly, if I got first place and I got the spot into the area final, I would appreciate it so much. So I just thought I'd put this in this video since it's going up before the Wednesday. So I thought today I would upload a different style video, because loads of you out there upload like how to revise for GCSE biology or A-level biology or chemistry, and I was actually going to film that video, but I kind of thought, I haven't really sat my mocks in it yet. I haven't really got any like first-hand proper exam experience with them yet, so I thought maybe it's not the best time to upload that type of video for the sciences yet. However, I thought, because I'm taking AS Latin this year, and no matter what happens, don't know whether to take it for A2, probably will, don't know though, why not film a how to revise for Latin, like regarding whether it be GCSEs or A-level or AS even. I keep skipping AS, is that a sign? And also when I was revising for Latin, and also while I'm revising now for Latin AS, there aren't actually that many videos, like I don't think anyone has actually done a how to revise for Latin video yet, and I thought, how cool would it be if I did a video based on my first-hand experience. So if you have clicked this video and want to see how I revise for Latin, then hopefully you have come to the right place, because I'd like to share my tips with you, and I also just like talking about it because I'm very passionate about the subject, and hence why I want to take it for A2. So yeah, let's just see how it goes. Without further ado, let's just get straight onto this video, and I hope you do take something from it. Okay, so if you're watching this video, you're probably taking exams in Latin, and if you're in the UK, then you're probably taking the exam board OCR, because that's the exam board I took for GCSE and I'm taking this year. I'm taking AS level Latin this year, and I'm taking, obviously you guys know if you're taking Latin, there is the literature paper, the language paper, and yeah, 2 papers, but however for GCSE they split the literature into 2 separate papers, but this year for AS level Latin they are not splitting it into 2 separate papers, they are actually combining it all into 1 paper. And because like I had this conversation with my teacher, I was thinking, because there are multiple texts people are studying, how big is the paper going to be? Like, it's going to be 2 hours, the exam, and how big is the paper going to be if there are multiple texts people are studying? And yeah, it's going to be a large paper. So yeah, for literature this year, I'm studying Cicero Pro Malone, and I'm really enjoying it. At the start of the year, I thought, it's very to do with law, not my cup of tea, but I kind of grew and did end up liking it, hence why I'm studying it, and I've obviously not dropped it because I like it so much. So yeah, what I've done to revise for this, basically we have to, so as you guys know, you have to learn basically the whole text that you have been given, and you've got to learn the set text from Latin to English and be able to translate it. And what I think is, like, for GCSE, everyone was going on like, oh my gosh, we have to learn 26 lines. In fact, even now my class, like 26 lines, 13 lines, a few lines a day, 4 lines a day, 5 lines a day. Me personally, I don't work like that. Like, I prefer not to be able to just, like, I know I've learned half of the text already now, and I can't go, I'm telling you now, honestly, I can't go. If you were to ask me what to, like, recall all the prose, all the verse, I couldn't speak it because I can't remember, like, I just couldn't be able to start anywhere. I couldn't give you anything to start with, I couldn't say it. But if you were to give me, like, an actual paragraph of Latin, I'd be able to read it because I've learned it, like I've practically ingrained it inside my head. And I know the key thing to learning the Latin for literature is to know what every single word means. If you think you can just go into the exam and be like, don't know a few of those words, kind of know it in English and here, but I'm just counting on the fact that I'm getting a paragraph I know better, then don't expect to get an A or an A star, because I'm just honestly saying, because I mean, how can you? I mean, go in whatever, like go in expecting an A star, but you won't get one, because you need to know, like based on my experience, you need to know what every single word means. You need to know like the case of it, like, because I mean, you'll be tired, obviously you'll be revising the night before, you'll be tired, whereas if you know, like obviously this links into language, you know what case it is it a pluperfect tense, statuus sit, so, doesn't matter, didn't say that right, oh well, but yeah, you just basically know every word, know the text, know how it's structured, know how it's put together. Like if there's a verb which isn't necessarily in the same line as the clause, like the sentence you're translating, but it's, say if it's in like the 4th line down, like say if you're talking about verse where this happens quite a lot, because let's just say the verbs are just scattered everywhere and you're just like, well, I'm like that. Yeah, then don't be put off by it, because if you've learnt it, I mean, it's not like this is unseen. If this was unseen, I'd just be like, but obviously it's not unseen, we've been studying it, and if you know where the verb is, you've done the work. In the exam, you don't have to be finding that verb. In fact, if you basically just learn like what every word means, if you learn the analytics of the passage, then the exam will basically be so much better than what it could be like. So yeah, as I was saying before I went on that really long tangent, I can't speak. Before I was going on that tangent, I was basically saying this Easter I typed up the whole of my Latin prose. Well, I typed up all my prose in Latin and English, and all of my verse, which I'm studying Virgil the Aeneid and Book 8 in that. So basically everything's typed up, cut it to short. And I've got all my sections, and I was really annoyed because I wanted it like to seem less by putting it on double pages, but my printer doesn't do that, so yeah. But yeah, I've typed it all up, and what I'm going to do is highlight like words and stuff. It does look a lot, but the amazing thing is, throughout the course of, well, I was going to say throughout the course of the year, recently we have been having class assessments, class tests on 2 sections. So like for me, it was the night before, I was like, oh my bloody gosh, like literally I stayed up like every Wednesday night. I mean, it didn't take too long, because that's why I love Latin. It doesn't take me that long to learn, because once you kind of, it's like learning, so if you're learning lines for a drama play, once you're in the flow, that's it, you've got it. But the important thing is to keep going back to it, because obviously it's late at night. And yeah, so the important thing is, I did get it done, and I wasn't like, you know what, screw this test, forget it, that's it, it's just a test. No, because like those tests are actually so important. Like, they were only about 5 minutes at the start of every Latin lesson, once a week too, like, because we only have language lessons once a week. But that's going to help me so much because I'd say I know 75% of it now, of the whole thing, and I'm so happy with myself for learning it. So yeah, I just need to finalise that because I'm taking the external exams in it. And also, so I'm showing you the Latin. Basically what I wanted to show you first of all was the English. So I typed it up all in English, and the red words are, originally we had a literal translation and some of the words we didn't need, but some of them were in brackets because in Latin they weren't actually there, because the text is always longer in English than it is in Latin, hence it's been translated. So the red words are actually the words that aren't in Latin, but hence, because it's a translation, it would make more sense to translate it with words with conjunctions like and in, and then, and then. I am so sad. So yeah, so basically Latin, English, and then what I do to learn it is, hang on, I'm going to show you guys what I do exactly to learn it. Like, this is my method, and if you guys can relate, then that's awesome. Like, let me know how you learn it too. And honestly, this method works 100%, like, so well. Okay, so basically I get like a brightly coloured fine liner because I'm obsessed with fine liners. They are the key to my revision. So yeah, I have the Latin passage in front of me like this. I'm sorry if you can't see, I hope you can. I think you will be able to because it's like focused the same. And then I write like so this is in Latin, the passage, like in black and white. I know it just looks like a pink little bubbly mess, but I write the English word exactly, this is what I meant before, exactly what it means in English above the word, pardon me, so I did have my tea before too quickly. I write the English word just above the Latin word, and I do that for every single word, like literally, because it just comes to life. This is so weird, but if you guys do this already, then you're probably like, yeah, we understand, I get it. But it helps so much if you don't know where to start. So if you're taking GCSEs, I found this method out like when I was doing my GCSEs, and it saved my life, honestly, because I didn't know how I was going to learn my set text of Virgil last year, and I literally had like 2 weeks to do it before the exam, and I was like, ugh. But if you just do this method, and it will work, I promise you, so well, because you remember, like, say if you're thinking, what about when you get the Latin text, you will have practiced it with the English above, and if you're a visual learner like I am, then you'll be able to picture what the words were, and also you'll know the words. Like if you love Latin, then you'll be able to like remember what the words are. So I'm going to show you guys how to analyse the Latin texts, and I am focusing on prose right now, I know. Basically it's just because I have my prose folder here and my verse folder is like down there. Well, I've actually got 4 copies of the text in total, 2 Latin, 2 English, and the 2 before were like are going to be the versions that I can use to test myself with, like imagine I'm in a test and I can write myself past paper questions for, because there aren't any past paper questions for this yet, but be proactive, write your own past paper questions, ask your teacher to make you some. That's what my Latin teacher has actually done for me at school and like my class, and that's going to help us so much. We do actually have a lot now, so great. So yeah, what I've done to analyse is highlight some of the words in Latin, the key phrases that we could be asked about, and then obviously fine liners just save my life here because they just bring it to life, like a long sentence typical of Cicero's style. So if I do it in different colours, they stand out more, like the points. I remember it was the night before one of my GCSE Latin exams, and I was just there, I remember at my desk like, you know what, make the most of the time I have, go over the text and see how many points I can pick out, and I did it all in different colours, and then I used my mind maps for like the context and more character style things, so like reasons why Clodius delayed standing for praetorship. That's more to do with the context of what's going on and why he comes across as manipulative, and it's more character. So like if I got an essay based on like, say for example, name and lists and explains some of the reasons why Clodius delayed standing for praetorship, one of the key points, hence why I've got this whole A4 mind map on it, I'll be able to like extract this from my mind, like, because I will have learnt the points on it, and just combine it into my essay, because I compartmentalise all my revision notes. So like the Latin, I've got my style and grammar. English, it's more about how it's put together, what ideas are trying to be put across, and then the mind maps are for the context and mainly for essay questions that I could get. For language, I did tell you guys that I want to just sit down. I am a bit lazy. Do I get my language folder? No, you know what, I'm going to sit here and just tell you exactly how I go about it. I may have my phone actually. Chainsmokers, new album. Don't know why I did that. So yeah, for language, as you all know, there are a lot of words. There is a lot of vocab you need to learn. About 800, I think it's 850 to 900 words this year. Don't know roughly. All I know is that I have to get them all learned. And we have been having vocab tests all year, and for this I have found this app to be such a godsend. Every Monday night, type it in, 50 words, learn for the next day after. And I do have, I'll put it in my description what my name is on Quizlet. My name is just Cathryn Line Barton, and I have all my Latin. It's very small screen, sorry about that. I have basically the whole of the Latin language AS vocab on my Quizlet. So if any of you guys wanted to learn from those and kind of condense the vocab, if you find it a bit overwhelming to have a study set of 900 words, for each study set I have got 50 words, so it's way more condensed down than having like 500 words for one study set. And also you've got an idea of how you're doing, and also it is in alphabetical order. So yeah. So yeah, I go on Quizlet and I just learn the vocab that way. You can do it on the bus. I usually do it in the school bus in the morning, so my mind is fresh. I'm talking about one day per week for like the whole of the year I've been doing this, so it's obviously something I've stuck to. It is a routine, and now it is the exam period. I think I need to be doing it more often. I know I need to be doing it more often. So yeah, any moment you can go on Quizlet. It's very portable. You can use it on your phone, iPhone, Android, etc. So what I've been doing is actually just using past papers this Easter. And if you're thinking, oh, there aren't any past papers this year, it's only specimen paper, go on the old past papers. Be proactive with your time. Like, I'm sure if you go on the OCR website, there are a lot, like 83 papers. There are a lot of resources on there, and all you have to do is sit down, print one off, do it. I've done a few this Easter, but I know that I just wanted to keep my Latin, like the ability to translate it fluently, ticking, because exams are approaching and I don't want to lose that, because I've like shaped my skill. This sounds really weird. You guys do Latin, you'll get me, but I've shaped how exactly I need to translate my Latin, and that was before Easter, and I was like, don't want to lose this, need to keep it ticking. So I found that past papers from the website really helped that, because even if I can't translate something, because there will be certain clauses I'm just like, I'm just going to hand it in, hand my translation into the teacher when I go back to school and see how I do. And then hopefully if I do well, that'll give me confidence for my mock. Okay, so if you did like this video, then you know what to do. Leave a big like. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon with another video, and if I don't upload that regularly, I do have exams, so please don't get annoyed with me for that. I will try and pre-film as well. Why is my Siri going off? So I'll see you guys soon with another video. Bye!